Join the team.
Hey, this is the McGuire review, and we are going to take a look at something out of USAopoly. It is the new Super Mario Brothers card game. So let's lock in and get ready to go. Alright, Super Mario Brothers, the power-up card game, is really what I would consider more of a party game. It is a lot of fun, very, very simple. We're going to show how to play it here in just a second. Very simple mechanics. Ages 8+, it is 10 to 30 minutes long, and it's for 3 to 8 players. You can get 8 players in on this one, which is pretty cool. Rulebook, all text, high color, very short. Right there we go, Bear. Got that. That's the rulebook. Bear's going to give us an overhead here on some of these cards once we get into them, so don't worry about that. You'll be able to see them up close and nice. There are only 3 components that are included in the game, which are our extra life tokens here that we have that's got a little Mario sort of swimming through the water on, which is pretty cool. We do have our level cards here. These are going to be the various different levels you're going to get that you're going to be on as a player. You're going to need to modify those over the course of your term. Nice fun mechanic there. And then these are our question cards here, which will provide various different bonuses and modifies the levels that you have here. Also can kind of play some tricks on others as well. So here's the box, obviously very small. It's pretty much got your standard insert in there, but it is kind of cool. They did go the distance of doing some artwork inside of that insert, and I will say that this game is exclusive to certain retailers. This isn't something you can just get anywhere, so it is something that is kind of exclusive for those retailers, which is pretty cool. So you'll want to check into that to see where you can get this and how exclusive this just is. I did pick this up at Gen Con, was able to get it there, and wanted to definitely make a video to show you guys really quickly just how this worked, because I did play it and had a lot of fun with it. So how this game is going to work is you're going to have these level cards, and we're going to shuffle these level cards up, and you're going to have your question cards, and you're going to shuffle those up. In the game, when you open it up, they will come together. You'll just want to separate those and shuffle those up. What's going to happen, and we'll go ahead and go with our classic 3-player game, me, Bear, and Smokey. So every player will get one of the question cards here. So we'll see what those will be. And you'll get 4 lives. So each player will get 4 lives. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you will start the game. You'll kind of be sitting, you'll want to sit kind of around, because how the game works is every round there'll be a new person that will be the dealer, and it will just kind of go around the table that way. Let's say that this middle player was essentially the dealer, and we'll say that these players were kind of sitting around like this, all right? Because that does make a difference who is to your right and left as you play this game, particularly your left as you play this game. So these are going to be shuffled up, and the dealer is going to give everybody one of these level cards. So it would go that way, we would give this person, and then I would, the dealer, give myself one, and I would put this deck right here in the middle of the table. We'll go ahead and put our question cards up here in the middle of the table as well. And now everybody's going to want to look kind of at their secret question card and see what they got. This player here got the Hammer Bro, which stop another player from trading levels with you. We'll talk about what that means here in a minute. This got the Lava Bubble. Another player loses a life. Wow, that's powerful. We'll keep that just for the right time. And then this player got +2 Firepower, which is +2 to any level. Now, essentially how this game is going to work is you want to be the player that has the highest Mario level for that round. Because whoever has the lowest, or whoever has the lowest numbers of 2 people have level 2 or level 3, and that ends up being the lowest, they both would lose a life. So whoever has the lowest level loses a life. Once you lose all 4 lives, you're out of the game. And it is essentially the last person that has still a life is the winner of the game. That's what makes this a fun, fast, kind of party type game. So everyone's going to secretly look at their levels. Well, since it's just us here, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll show those levels. This player got a level 12. Wow, really good. This player also got a level 12. Wow. This player got a level 8. Okay, now if anyone ever gets something in this deck, which is, oh, here's one right here, which is a castle, they automatically win that round. They'll just automatically flip that over and say, I got a castle. And when you get a castle, you can automatically, it tells you right on the card, you draw a question card. You cannot have question cards played on you, and or lose any lives this round. So you can't lose lives. You can't have any of these played on you from another player, and you get to just draw one and add that to your hand. But nobody got a castle. So we'll put that back in here. And then what we'll do is we will look at then our levels. Now, these are going to stay secret, okay? So everybody's going to have these secret. You're not going to know what anyone else's level is. So we got an 8, we got a 12, okay? And we got an 8. What's going to happen here is this player is going to go first. This player is going to look at their level and say, well, I got a 12. That's pretty high. So I'm going to keep my card, because you have the choice of keeping it or trading it to the player to your left. And that player doesn't have the option of not trading their card, which is a little bit of a fun mechanic. But this player got level 12 and say, you know what, that's pretty high. And I do have the Hammer Bro here, which stops people from playing things on me to reduce my level or harm it. So you know what, I'm going to stay, I'm good. It's going to move around the table. This player is going to say, well, I got a level 8. And that's pretty good as well. But just for example purposes, this player says, I'm going to trade my card with the dealer here, with you. And the dealer says, okay, well, I don't really have a choice, so I'm going to have to trade my card and give my card to them, and I take their card. And at this point, you know, I can look and see, oh, I got an 8. Well, that's not as good as what I had. I had a 12. And this player is going to say, oh, yes, I stole a 12. Wow, that's going to be a really high level, and I probably are going to end up getting a win here and not losing a life. Then at this point, the dealer would say, because it's back now to the dealer, and the dealer would say, I could either keep this card that I have, or I could trade with the deck. Well, I had a 12 and I got an 8, so I absolutely know that this person has a higher card than me. I don't know what this person has, but they have a 12 as well. But the player doesn't know that. You know what? I'm gonna push my luck. I mean, the 8's pretty good, but I'm gonna push my luck knowing that this player has a 12, and I'm gonna reveal my card, and then I'm gonna trade with the level deck. And, ho-ho! I got a castle. Okay, so the dealer turns it over. That was well worth the trade out with the deck, and I got a castle. So it immediately gets revealed, and I now draw one of these cards because I just revealed a castle, and I can go ahead and look at that and see what I got. Okay, got another little ability, and I've got a castle. Nobody can get me. At this point, everybody needs to reveal. Level 12. Level 12. Wow. Okay, so these players now at this point can modify each other's level. So these players are going to look at their cards and see, do I have anything that hurts someone else? Well, I've got firepower here, +2 to any level. Play after levels are revealed. This player has stop another player from trading levels with you. Well, no one tried to trade with me. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and use my firepower, putting it down on my level 12. So in this situation, then we would go through, and this player, although they had a level 12, this one would have been higher. The castle is the highest. This player does have the lowest level that would be in the round, and then they would cash in and lose one of their lives. At that point, all the levels would be then turned into the discard pile, and the dealer would change. Now this player would be the dealer, and they would go around and deal out all those levels again. And now we would go through that process once again, but this time maybe having a few more of these. I will say there's one more rule when you reveal levels. If there's ever a card, and we actually didn't do that because both of these guys had 12s, whenever that happens, when you reveal a level and you have the exact same level number as someone else, you each also get to draw one of these power cards. And just for sake, let's see if it would have made a difference. It wouldn't have made a difference because this player got another Hammer Bro, and this player got a +1 to any level, which they already had the +2. So that wouldn't have made a difference. They may have played that +1 versus the +2 just to save that +2 because they would only need that 1 to be able to beat out the other player in that example and situation. But that's how Super Mario Brothers, the card game, or I like to call the Super Mario Brothers the party game, works. This is from USAopoly, and you'll see it out in exclusive retail shops. Go ahead and pick this up if you see it. I highly recommend it. If you're into those quick, fun party games that you like to play with large groups, this one can get a lot of fun when it gets to, you know, late in the evening and you're throwing these cards down and you're modifying the cards because you may flip one over and think, oh, I've won, I've got it. And someone hits you with something that reduces your level, or you're able to come in with a lower level, but you got a bunch of cards in your hand that you're able to play. They do not stack. I'll say that. It is only the one that you put at the very, top. However, you can play as many of them as you want. If you put one down and then someone else negates it, you've got something to come back on that. That always gets into being a lot of fun when you can kind of go around the table and you're doing that. So Super Mario Brothers, the card game. Check it out if you see it out there and pick it up from USAopoly. So hit that like, click the subscribe below to join the team. Roll them crits. This has been the McGuire Review, and we'll see you next time. Bear, let's go.